Welcome back to Real Numismatic, where every coin has a story, every detail matters, and we separate genuine numismatic facts from internet hype. Today, we're taking a close look at a coin that may look familiar to many collectors, but its date makes it especially interesting. The coin in front of us is the 1996 American Silver Eagle, a 1-ounce silver coin that has become one of the most important dates in the entire early Silver Eagle series. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why collectors pay special attention to the 1996 issue, what makes it different from an ordinary modern Silver Eagle, and what you should look for before deciding what your own example may be worth at your first glance. The coin shown here is clearly recognizable as an American Silver Eagle. The date visible on the obverse is 1996, and the design is Adolph C. Weinman's famous Walking Liberty. Liberty is shown moving forward while wrapped in the American flag, carrying branches in her left hand. The inscriptions include Liberty, In God We Trust, and the year 1996. This design was not created specifically for the Silver Eagle. It originally appeared on the Walking Liberty $half beginning in 1916, making the Silver Eagle a modern continuation of one of America's most celebrated coin designs. Now turn the coin over, and you see the original Silver Eagle reverse used before the major redesign of 2021. At the center is a heraldic eagle behind a shield, with an olive branch in one talon and arrows in the other. Around it are the inscriptions United States of America, E pluribus unum, 1 Oz, fine silver, and $1. The reverse was designed by John Mercante, who later became chief engraver of the United States Mint. The combination of the shield, eagle, olive branch, and arrows gives this reverse a distinctly traditional American character. But here is where the 1996 date becomes much more interesting. The 1996 American Silver Eagle had a mintage of just 3,603,386 coins for the regular bullion issue. According to BCGS Coin Facts, that makes the 1996 Silver Eagle the lowest mintage regular issue, non-proof American Silver Eagle in the series. That is the single biggest reason collectors pay attention to this date. Several Silver Eagle issues from the mid-1990s had relatively low production compared with later years, but 1996 stands out as the key date among the regular bullion strikes. And there is an important distinction here. Low mintage does not automatically mean that every 1996 Silver Eagle is extremely expensive. Millions were still produced, and many examples survive today. The Real Numismatic premium becomes much more significant when condition, eye appeal, certification, and grade enter the picture. That distinction is critical because a common mistake in online coin videos is to take a low mintage number and immediately claim that every example is worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. That simply isn't how the coin market works. The standard 1996 bullion Silver Eagle contains 1 troy ounce of silver. Its specifications include a weight of approximately 31.1 grams, a diameter of 40.6 millimeters, and a reeded edge. BCGS lists the regular 1996 issue as being struck at Philadelphia and describes its composition as approximately 99.93% silver with 0.7% copper. The official American Eagle program itself describes the Silver Eagle as a 1-ounce silver bullion coin. The face value is only $1, but that number can be misleading. This is a precious metal bullion coin, so its market value is not based simply on the $1 denomination. Its silver content alone gives it substantial intrinsic value, while the 1996 date adds a collector premium in many circumstances. The actual selling price depends on the silver market, the coin's condition, authenticity, and collector demand. There is another version of the 1996 Silver Eagle that collectors need to keep separate from the regular bullion issue. The 1996B proof Silver Eagle. BCGS records a proof mintage of 500,000, and the proof was struck at Philadelphia with the P mint mark. Proof coins were specially manufactured for collectors and have a different finish from ordinary bullion strikes. The coin shown in your photographs appears to be the regular 1996 Silver Eagle rather than the proof version. The date is visible, the classic bullion reverse is present, and I do not see a clear P mint mark in the photographs. That fits the normal 1996 bullion issue. However, photographs alone cannot establish authenticity or an official grade, so I would not describe this particular coin as Miss 69, Miss 70, or any other certified grade without professional examination, and that brings us to one of the biggest issues with the 1996 Silver eagle. Condition. Silver eagles are especially sensitive to surface marks, spots, scratches, handling, and other imperfections. A coin can look brilliant to the naked eye, but still lose substantial value because of small marks that become obvious under magnification. The 1996 issue is also known among collectors for the difficulty of finding truly exceptional Ms. 70 examples. NGC notes that the date can be affected by spotting and that Ms. 70 examples are particularly elusive. Looking specifically at the photographs you provided, I can see surface marks and areas that need closer examination, but I cannot responsibly assign a numerical grade from these images alone. Lighting, reflections, camera angle, and the fact that the coin is being held with gloves can all make surfaces appear different from how they would look under proper grading conditions. I also would not call any visible mark an official mint error, based only on these photographs. That distinction matters because damage is not the same thing as a mint error. A genuine mint error occurs during the manufacturing process. A scratch created after the coin left the mint is simply damage. Cleaning, polishing, artificial toning, or other post-mint alterations can also affect collector value. If you believe your coin has an unusual feature, the safest approach is to compare it with documented varieties and have the coin examined by a reputable grading or authentication service, before assuming it is a rare error.so. What about value? This is where the 1996 Silver Eagle becomes especially interesting. Recent market data shows how dramatically value can change with grade. Graysheet records recent public sales, including a 1996 Ms. 68 PCGS example selling for $109 in July 2026, and Ms. 69 PCGS example selling for $488 in July 2026, and a Ms. 70 NGC example selling for $3,172 in June 2026. Other certified examples have sold for different amounts, demonstrating just how strongly grade, certification, appeal, and market conditions influence the price. There is also a much older auction record that demonstrates the extreme top end of the market. PCGS records a $21,850 sale for an NGC Ms. 70 1996 Silver Eagle at Heritage Auctions in September 2009. That is an auction record, not a normal value for every 1996 Silver Eagle, and it should never be used to suggest that an ordinary example is automatically worth thousands of dollars. For a coin like the one shown here, the most important steps are authentication, condition evaluation, and comparison with recent sales of coins in similar condition. Do not clean the coin in an attempt to make it brighter. Cleaning can permanently damage the surfaces and may reduce its numismatic desirability. Handle it carefully by the edges, avoid touching the fields with your fingers, and store it in an inert holder designed for collectible coins. The 1996 American Silver Eagle is a perfect example of why dates matter in modern bullion collecting. Millions were struck, yet this particular year became the lowest mintage regular bullion issue of the entire Silver Eagle series. That combination of recognizable design, 1 troy ounce of silver, relatively low production, and strong collector demand gives the 1996 issue a special place in American coin collecting. And remember, the most valuable feature on a coin isn't always something you can see immediately. Sometimes it's the date, sometimes it's the grade, sometimes it's a documented variety, and sometimes the real story is simply understanding exactly what you have before making a claim about its value.so. If you own a 1996 American Silver Eagle, don't dismiss it as just another piece of silver. Check the date, examine the surfaces, verify the specifications, and pay close attention to condition. A certified high-grade example can be dramatically more valuable than an ordinary piece, while a circulated or damaged example may trade much closer to the bullion market. Thank you for joining us here at Real Numismatic, where we look beyond the hype and focus on the history, rarity, condition, and real collector market behind America's coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1996 American Silver Eagle, make sure to like this video, share it with another coin collector, and subscribe to Real Numismatic for more coin history, rare date discoveries, varieties, errors, and market analysis. And most importantly, keep checking those coins because sometimes one small date can make a very big difference.